Hi, we're Reuben and Rebecca, and we specialize in quick trips on a budget. We recently took a trip to the country of Peru and want to share with you our adventures in Lima and Lake Titicaca. Come on with us. Our first stop is Lima, where we Ubered to our hotel. More on transportation later. We chose to stay in the Miraflores area of Lima, which is safe, lively, and near the Malecon. Our hotel was very comfortable and centrally located, and the best part was this rooftop bar with great views of Miraflores.
After our long flight, we were starved, so we went to the first restaurant we could find.
Coca-Cola.
Let's try it. Cheers.
It's sweet.
It's really sweet.
It's like bubblegum.
The food was delicious, but this was probably our worst meal, as Lima is the food capital of the world.
After dinner, a 5-minute stroll to the Malecon to check out the views. Welcome to
Lima, Peru.
Lima sits on the Pacific coast and is the capital of Peru. It's home to over 9 million people. It's a huge metropolis.
Just a short walk down the Malecon brings you to an outdoor mall. Fueling up for a full day of Lima.
Well, we're above the beach on the Malecon, and this is a very nice Malecon. It's very long, and we're way above the water. I don't know if you can see, there's lots of surfers out there. So the beaches are down below. There's a highway down below as well that runs along the coast. But up above are some great views. That's where we are here. There's a mall up here, lots of parks, lots of walking. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Rio in that it's a big city with beautiful beaches, and it's really, I mean, it's a busy city. You would not want to drive here. The traffic is a little crazy. So this is our first morning, and we're just going to get out and explore things here.
Parque del Amor.
This is a great place to start.
Next stop is Kennedy Park. This is also known as Cats Park because it's home to over 100 stray cats. They're friendly, people come here to play with them, pet them, and feed them, and I was in heaven.
Look at my friend.
We had a chance to meet up some friends who recommended a restaurant called Pardos, where they specialize in rotisserie chicken and a new drink.
Oh! I don't know why it tastes like Christmas
Tastes like Christmas.
This is now our favorite drink. The food was pretty delicious, and while it wasn't very adventurous, we did try a little bit of cow heart.
After lunch, we hopped in an Uber and headed to the historic center of Lima. The basilica is a nice visit, however, the highlight is down below, where the catacombs are. The catacombs are home to over 25,000 deceased Limeños. From colonial times till the 1800s, this is where the deceased were kept.
And while in the city center, we even saw a children's play of the Easter story.
Is it a guinea pig? We've been in several Ubers. This is the way to go when you're in Lima. The taxis, there's plenty of taxis, and there's the drivers will yell at you wherever you are. They'll yell taxi, taxi. But we were warned to take the Uber because the price is set. The taxis, you don't know what you're gonna get. They may overcharge you.
Yeah, we've done a lot of Ubers in the day and a half that we've been here, and they've all been great and inexpensive. And the traffic is a little nuts around here.
Yeah, a little crazy. You do not want to drive here. Uber is the way to go, and it's cheap. A typical Uber is like $5 no matter where you are. We're going from the center of the city all the way to our hotel in Miraflores, and it's $6, I think.
Nightlife is plentiful in Miraflores. There's plenty of restaurants and bars and a lot of people out.
We got a recommendation for Coast Azul seafood, and it was delicious.
We heard about a really fun karaoke place, and when we got there, we found out that the fun in Lima normally doesn't start till after midnight. An early morning trip to the Lima airport, and we're on our way to Juliaca. What an airport, entertainment included.
From the tiny airport, we took a taxi through the town of Juliaca on our way to Puno.
Puno is the gateway to Lake Titicaca and is itself a charming little town. But we didn't have time to stay, we have a boat to catch. Coca leaves. We're going to chew them. I think they're supposed to taste nasty, but they're really good for altitude sickness and digestion.
We've been in the Puno area for what, like 2 hours? And pretty much sitting down, and we can feel like the tiredness and the fatigue. We're at 15,000 feet, and we're feeling it. So I'm gonna try one of these little cocoa candies and see if it helps. Kind of tastes like grass. We'll see. We'll see what it does.
We are on Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world, sitting at 15,000 feet in elevation. It's also the largest lake in all of South America. 60% of it is in the country of Peru, and the other 40% is in Bolivia.
We're heading out to the Uros Islands. The Uros people have built these reed islands on Lake Titicaca for over 1,000 years. The islands are made of reeds, the houses are made of reeds, the boats are made of reeds, and we are staying on the island.
Once we settled in, our tour guide Nestor gave us a quick history lesson on how the islands were built.
We were also given a delicious fish and chicken dinner with a lake view.
After dinner, our do-everything guide Nestor showed us how the old ways were for fishing and for collecting the reeds.
We also visited one of the islands that the families live on, and we found that walking on the reeds was not steady and even. We never quite got used to it.
Lake Titicaca and Uros Island live up to the hype.
So yesterday we were in Miraflores, kind of posh area in the Fairfield Hotel, really nice, taking Ubers all around Lima. Today we're on a boat driven by Nestor, taking us to these islands made of reeds that they're still building. They've been built and they're still building, and eventually they're gonna fall to the bottom of this lake, but that's gonna be our hotel tonight, and it is really incredible. Our boat driver, Nestor, he does everything on the island. I'm sure he's the maintenance guy, the driver, the concierge, you name it, he does it.
Nestor is the man.
And he's also given us the guide. He showed us the traditional way of fishing, and he showed us the different types of fish, the different birds, the different ducks, sort of the flora and fauna of Lake Titicaca in this area, and he's given a lot of history of the Uro people.
It's not really the easiest place to get to if you're in Lima or somewhere else, but it's so worth it. So if you can make it here, come here. And here's Nestor, the man who does it all. Hola, Nestor.
Hola, ¿cómo será aquí?
We're heading back to Puno, and then it's on to Cusco.
Goodbye to Lake Titicaca, but stay tuned for part 2 of our Peru series as we head to Cusco and the Sacred Valley. Please subscribe for more quick trips.